Hey, welcome back to BK42. Welcome back to our Kustom Cycle podcast. I'm talking from Warsaw, and the other side, somewhere in Spain, is Mike Brittan. Hey, brother, how are you, man?
Whoa, we're back again. We're doing it. I think this is number 9 for us. We're
Yeah.
just getting, wow. I'm so happy we're doing it, and we have such an amazing guest this week, an old buddy of mine, and everything. But we'll get into that in a moment.
Yeah, we got a lot of things tonight to
Yeah,
talk
that's right.
about.
We do, man, and we got to talk about the red bike thing, right? We got to bring that up right now, and
That was
and
fire, man.
yeah, that's the thing, because we got to get something talk, because those red bikes, dude. Wow,
Man,
that
can
was
you believe 72 bikes? I got 72 bikes.
wow, man. That
Yeah.
was hard, man. Those red bikes are beautiful out there, man. So we're gonna
Yeah.
roll them out, show everybody. You want to tell us how the competition is gonna go, or this how this online comp is gonna go?
No, go ahead, man. Just feel free to
All right.
explain.
Yeah, all right. So I think BK, he's gonna put up on the screen the 10 bikes that me and BK finalized out of the 72 bikes. So if you're gonna see, you're gonna. I mean, maybe we have to wait for a couple of people to come in, but we want to start this online. And what
Exactly.
what we want to do is we want everybody to vote for their favorite out of the 10 that we picked. All right. So we're going to show you right now the 10 that we picked. And then you guys can figure out which one that you want to, there it is. So we'll leave this on for a moment. If you can see, there's 10 of them. Now the bottom 3, I don't know if you can see them. They're honorable mentions. They're not, they're not to be voted on. We'll talk about them later. But just look at these 10 bikes. We're gonna bring this up in the middle of our talk with Sam. So you guys, you don't have to just vote here, but when you guys, you only get one vote, and you just pick out whatever one that you like, and you put it in the comments bar. Okay, just the number, and put it in the comments bar. Okay. So
That's easy.
all right. Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
it.
easy. Yeah, then I'm gonna pick the most voted, and that's gonna be the winner of the night. Actually, we're gonna have three places, right? First, second, and third place.
That's
And
right.
then
We're top 3, right?
Yeah, the top 3. Yeah, guys, we got a lot of friends here tonight. To have 30 people watching us, which is really cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Fantastic! Oh, good. So you guys put your number down. Hey, what's up, Rico?
Rico's here.
Adobe Bikes, man. What's up? Good to see you again.
Yeah, we have Guido.
Hey, wait, what's up, man? What's up, Guido? Thanks
Yeah,
for
we got
tuning in, Johnny.
John.
Hey, Johnny, what's up, man? All right, Joe. Jacob.
It will be. It's going to be very difficult to show everyone.
Let's see.
You got a Justin. We got a Javier.
Hey,
We
man.
got
Javier.
Carolina from Brazil.
Oh,
We got a Happy P. I'm not really sure, but it's happy, so it's fine. We are happy as well, so that's all good.
All right.
Cool rider.
Yeah, from England, right? Yeah. What's
A
up,
lot
man?
of friends, man. A lot of friends. We got a Boro as well.
All right, Boro, hey, from España. Well, I don't know if he's in España anymore.
Well, it's our bar, right? The bar is open, the pub is open, and
That's right.
we
Hey,
are,
welcome back.
yeah, just grab your beer in your seat and enjoy the show. So, who are we going to bring tonight? You wanna
All
talk
right,
about
hey, all right, yeah, all right. Really, I need to build this guy up. I mean, all right, you already know who this guy is, but I mean, I've known Sam probably from the early noughties, probably as early as probably 2004. But I first met him in 2006 at an FBI in Amsterdam, and we've been friends ever since. And we've pretty much met each other and partied and rode bikes, like 3 different countries. Man, he's come to Spain several times, and I mean, this guy has been like such an innovator in our scene. I mean, I can't say even the first bike that I'd ever was inspired that got me in this scene was probably about 2003, 2004. Was Sam's bike, and I think it was a Disco Beaver. And you'll bring it up sometime, but we'll talk about it. But if you want to talk
we're
about
talking about this little guy.
this one. I mean, look at this is 2003, 2004. He's got wheels. He's got look at the frame thing. Look at there's nothing looking like a dyno bike. Nothing, and it told us that we can move and have custom bikes. But anyways, I don't want to talk about this any further. I just want to bring up innovator, pioneer, most copied. All right, most copied.
That's true.
All right, no argument. Most copied guy in the world, and roll it, BK.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, hello,
Hey!
man. Can you hear us, Sam?
Yeah, you guys are moving on my screen. Am I sounding normal to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Okay,
right,
well,
man.
whatever. We're good. I'm Firebikes Sam. Glad to meet you.
Yeah, all right, Sam. Where you at, man? In your shop?
Yeah, I'm sitting here in my shop. It's a Sunday here. It's about 12:15. Yeah, just checking it out, and let you guys talk to me a little bit, and I can explain whatever you're asking. I can tell you about some of the history about bikes, what maybe got me inspired, or how maybe what I've done is inspired other people, to be building and such.
Hey, dude,
right.
I mean, let's get straight into something then, so we can move on to something that flows there. I mean, like, how did Firebike start? Where did when did it start? Like, how far back are we talking about?
Firebikes pretty much started probably in 1998. It led from a road trip from a couple hours away. I think we were in Saskatoon or Moose Jaw, and we were in the van, and we're BMXing, right? We're just in a skate park, and we're throwing out names of bike companies for fun, right? This and that. Right away, I just said Firebikes. Boom! I'm like, catchy, easy to remember. And then I got home, and I'm like, I'm gonna do something. So I did some stickers. The first step into the real company, make some stickers.
T-shirts.
Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna ask our friends. Are you hearing some? It's clear. Can you hear Sam? Because I can hear some kind of issues with his mic. I don't know if it's going live. So guys, do you hear Sam as clear? How is it? Can you hear us? Just say something in the chat, please. If everything's good.
Yeah, you're a little bit choppy. I don't know if your mic is a little bit choppy. Maybe we might
I think
have
it's a connection issue. Let's see.
Yeah, because I noticed that you guys haven't moved. You guys are frozen. So
Yeah. Audio is glitch. Yeah.
It's glitchy. What should we do about this? Should we bring back? Should he try to restart his, and we could just talk about the contest again?
Should I leave and come back?
Yeah. Let's try that. Please.
All right, yeah.
Okay, should I go on? I'll go to whatever. I'll go to the Wi-Fi.
All right, better. So we are waiting for you. Yeah.
Let's go back into it again, and we'll talk about the contest again.
All right, that's a pity, but he's going to come back better, so that's okay. For some people, it's good. Like in Brazil, Carolina is listening well. We got some, but people, yeah, I can hear like it's choppy,
Yeah,
indeed.
it is
Yeah,
choppy. Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
And so far, the bike number 5 is is in the first place.
it's killing it. It's number
Yeah,
5.
yeah, yeah. Number
Pick
5,
it up. Pick it up again. Let everybody vote again. Come on, like
yeah,
let
number
everybody
5.
vote out there. All right.
Ferry
If you haven't
Corning.
voted yet, just move that comment down on the bottom.
Yeah, let me get the number 5. Then we got another number
Oh yeah,
5.
all right. Number 5. Oh yeah, that.
And the number 5, and then we got number 8. And Sam is back. Let me bring him back. Just a second. Okay. Let's see if it's better now.
Yeah, I moved.
Hey, Sam. Okay.
Right.
All right.
I had to move a little bit. Maybe this will help. Change a little
That's
bit.
much better now. Yeah.
You do sound better. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I'm so yeah, I'll stay here. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
it's still
cool.
something. Still choppy. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like that before.
Oh man, look at that. Look at that, like project. Firebikes. He's into hot rod, and he likes. He's not just into bicycle. Firebike. He's been into hot rods, and as long as I've ever known him, he's always had a hot rod project next to him. But he's always stuck to bikes too.
Yeah, like I can't even see you guys.
Why are we like? Are we stuck or what?
No, we're here. Yeah, so
Yeah,
people
I
are
can't see
saying
you
that
guys
it's.
on my screen, but whatever, I can hear you. So whatever, let's do this.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Hey man, I know we were just talking about you doing you Firebikes, and you've been since 1998, and you got into the BMX thing through the BMX thing, and then like how about the cruiser thing? I mean, how did you get the stretch thing? How did it go to stretch? Did you see some kind of dyno? Did that like kind of how did you get into the stretch scene? What inspired you in that?
Oh, just the bikes.
Oh man.
No, and that, and then it's just something to do. It's fun, a way to escape, and especially when you're younger. The younger generation nowadays doesn't know how to escape. For me, was jumping on a bicycle was like freedom. Like, hey, I can go around the block. I can leave. I can explore. There's so much more to see. Once you have that bicycle, between your legs, kind of deal. You could, I can go more than a block. I can meet my buddies that are 10 blocks away. When mom and dad won't let me leave because they're like, you stay on the block, whatever. And it kind of opens up a lot of doors for you. I've never had really video games or anything like that either. So what else is there to do? Get out on your bike, cruise around.
That's right. I mean, you've always been a bike guy, right? What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so hey, I mean, like, where have you? I mean, I've seen you all over the place. I mean, where have you traveled for all your bikes, man? Because we've seen you in Europe a lot, but you've traveled all over for your bikes, haven't you? Your bikes are all over the place too, right? All over the world. Huh?
Yeah, very much. I think I probably sold a bike in almost every country. In the U.S. was, when he first started, like, I got this state, I got that state, and then after a while, you're like, I got them all, I'm sure. But I used to have a little world map.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, and you followed it along and everything like that. When it was just all filled up, you're like, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how many bikes I built. It's definitely pushing, I don't know, 13, 14. I don't know how. I don't know. It's been a lot. So I kind of quit counting. I'm not very good with even serial number in bikes, but I'm better now. Most of the bikes have a serial number, so a way of tracking it. And I'm pretty good at IDing bikes. And sometimes I'll see a bike, and I'm like, I made that. It's been so long since I've seen it.
It looks familiar.
And you see once in a while too, you see a lot of the old stuff pop up, and it's still up to date. What's going on today, like it's still leading the pack of what I did back in the 2000s. Still the design everyone's going for. The critical points and all that.
I mean,
got a question.
Go ahead.
We got a question.
Oh yeah,
the jet bike.
that one. Oh yeah, the jet bike.
The jet bike was. I seen one guy do it. Actually, he put a jet motor on like a normal bike, and I'm like, this is boring. Let's make something cool. So I got him to build me the motor actually, and then I just kind of went with that. That the airplane kind of like behind me. Inspired kind of military kind of. Custom cruiser. It was kind of badass, wide wheels, and shovel for a seat, biggest brakes, but it's a pretty dangerous toy. So to be honest, that thing hasn't probably fired up in over a decade. But when it does fire up, it rattles windows. It sounds like it rattles things. It's loud. I'm sure if I fired it up today, the police would be at the door going, "What's going on?"
Well, let's fire it up.
I remember a video you did, and the camera was taking down the screen while you were lighting that thing up, and the camera was shaking all the way down, man. That was it was amazing.
Oh, yeah, the camera would be just going like this. Yeah, that thing was pretty crazy.
I'm sharing some pictures here, just during our chat. So.
Oh yeah, Twisted Fuck. That's from 2007.
2007
Beautiful.
Twisted one. You're already using that kind of different.
I think 2007 or 2008, somewhere in there. It's in Holland right now. Still, it's still rolling around there. But
damn,
Twisted too.
I remember you brought it. To FBI, right?
Yeah, I brought it there, and I definitely did want to take it home. And I kind of regret it out of that one. I kind of like to have that one. So, maybe one day you'll sell that to me.
You can always make your own. I mean,
Well, it's just hard. I can't find the tubing anymore. If I do, I got to buy a whole trailer full. So,
Oh yeah. These are one of your early ones, right?
That would be the FBR.
The FBR. That's
kind of like one of the first three models, I would say, and that one was unusual. Single rear stays, which no bikes really had there, and then the curves, the points, and and that bike still today, it's still a showstopper when you build it up.
Yeah, that thing is so sweet, man. That's a one-off, right? Which one? One of your one-offs, right?
Oh, I think that's Disco Beaver 2004.
Yeah, this is Disco. Yeah.
It's 2004. And
Francis is. Sorry.
75.
And that's probably your garage,
that's
right?
That's the bike that started it all. That's the Mortician, and that's the first production Firebike for me. So
wow.
Production, it's still got some curves and it's got a little point at the back. And I'm kind of known for having the low slung bottom tube, which no one ever did that whatsoever. And it still makes the bike look bigger and bulkier, and I think it gives it a good look. Just make it hang down. And all the bikes nowadays, they're trying to hang down like. But I was doing that, early 2000s, keeping them low.
Yeah, early 2000s. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have this one as well.
Yeah, that's one of the first Disco Beavers. That's probably 02, 03. And that was built up by a guy in California. And it's a pretty good bike. And
the wheels
were, time ahead. Like, we thought we'd have built wheels, way back in early 2000s, and then they disappeared, and then now guys look at these billet wheels. Well, man, you should have been in the scene almost 20 years ago. But,
yeah, that's right. I'm glad we're bringing some history up because everybody look at this thing right now. This is a bike in 2003, a custom bike, right? Already with aluminum wheels, already like custom frame. All right, the forks are not they're of the time period, and I remember those cool ass grips. Oh, I love those like aluminum grips at the time. But those time period, those time period. That's what we had, But that's pretty hot, and that got me into the scene myself. As soon as I saw that, and I was like, man, we can make art on our wheels. That's what I saw. Like I said, look at man, you totally. It's not a dyno. Right, you took the it's basically the same shape as a dyno, the same length. It's a stretch, but you made your own design, and that's where I felt like how we could create our own designs on bikes and ride it. You created that.
The heck? Where'd you find that? That's an old Morgan. The guy put a motor on. That bike's actually, I think, about the second or third bike ever made.
Damn, that's an old Morgan, man. Dude.
Yeah. I actually had my hands on that bike probably 7 years ago, and then I just sold it to a buddy, and I think he's still cruising around with it. It's got the
You got it. You got it. Yeah, it is Instagram or something. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can go to Instagram if you want to show more pictures. That's fine as well. You got more pictures there, I guess.
Yeah.
So hey Sam, you know, I mean, we're talking about we always bring up subject, and I'm glad we need to like straighten the air about some like me and you've talked about over the years. Guys have talked about. I've seen a guy talking about it a couple of days ago on Facebook, and it's about like copying, right? And like copying other people's style, and then like ripping it and like selling it, you know, and then calling it theirs, you know. And then we're talking about copying where somebody likes your frame, just wants to like a one-off, wants to just do. You know, a tribute bike. He just loved it. He can't build anything else. He wants your bike, and he can't afford one of your bikes, and he builds his own. So I'm saying there's two like spectrum of like copying bike for like profit and like, and then there's well, how do you feel about it?
Well, I guess if the guy can't, it's still like they got knockoff Lamborghinis, right? So why don't we knock off one of my bikes, But it used to piss me off, and I work so hard, with all my designs and everything, and now I just kind of, I kind of just let it roll, and I don't really get too involved in that pissing matter anymore about, you can afford it, but you liked it, you built it. It's nice when you come to me and ask me, hey man, I really like your bike. Can I use some of your influences and build my own? And I respect. There's a lot more respect in the early years where new guys were starting up, and give you that respect. Guys, I'm kind of getting into this. I don't want to step on your toes. Like, is this too close to your style? Those guys like Jay from No Name. He was one of the guys that reached out to me. He's earlier timer guy as well, and no one probably knows who the hell I'm talking about. But they're guys that are respectful, not trying to take someone else's style. They're trying to come up with their own, right? And nowadays it's probably hard to come up with your own style. I probably threw every freaking curve and every angle over the last 2 decades, right? Almost. So, you just say, I came up with this new, and like, I probably have that in a bike somewhere else. But it is what it is, and like I said, if you want to go bash some guy, I guess because he built his bike because he can't afford to buy one of mine, I don't know. He's being involved, and like I said, it's if you can't admit it and just try selling it his own, well then you're a freak. But I don't know.
I think it's quite universal in our scene that we all agree that like nobody should rip our stuff off and then like resell it, right? And like call it their own and resell it. But at the same time, I mean, like China does that shit all the time, and they make all the money for it, right? And it's a couple of like, guys in their little garage that kind of, get the most heat for it. But really, China's the one that's been killing this, copying business for it. And we all know it. If they're going to do copies, they're the best, right? They don't mind working for a couple of bucks a day, I mean, so this is kind of a hard way to sort of say, well, they're going to steal our copies, you either kind of like fight it or you join them, and I'm kind of sort of sitting there, well, why not like make a cooperation with the best copiers in the world, really, if they're going to copy it right at least,
But I don't know, I look at the copiers, I had Rough build my bikes, they didn't want the Rough bike. They want what I built, It wasn't as fine-tuned as stuff like that, but they wanted what came from these hands, right? And, I'll probably still be making bikes till, I'm probably in my 60s, but, and it's just nice like, to see, see a picture later of his bike, and he's like, deadly, and then going back to the copy thing, well, some guys don't know what to copy, So, you know, they're new to it, they don't have a clue what's going on. And they're just happy and stoked. They got their bike, they can go on cruises, and, you know, they don't know, this some guy got fucked down the road because they still design it. And I have a flute that's rolling around out of China, just out around too, but I never got a penny for it, and I see them all over the fucking internet. So it's just the way it is.
Yeah, I know, and you know what? I mean, we are like, and we go way back, and we've kind of stayed in the game regardless of made us money or not. You had a day job, I did other stuff. We never really right? I mean, we never just did 100% this work, and it was always like a really cool hobby, right? Like something that
it's too. Like I said, you don't get bored. They just keep on trying to push the limits, and you've pushed the limits with a lot of the stuff you've done, back in days, and then still today, 3 wheels and all this shit, and steering. That's you had that pole steering system on that trike that you built. Yeah. That's pretty crazy when you're doing all the front loaders, and still not really build any front loader bikes today, right? Because they're hard to build,
I mean, it's hard to get them right. Hard to get them right. Yeah, that's right, and that's right. And I remember you. I mean, we would go back, and you've come to Spain, and I remember that you came to Spain in 10 years ago, and then you went back and you built the rum trike, right? Show them that rum.
Yeah, the rum runner. Yeah.
BK, the rum runner. Have you seen that orange one? It's like an orange. It'll probably be under his the 3-wheeler trike, a front loader.
Yeah, someone just posted it up on my Facebook page there. I think. Oh yeah, take over the world. They just posted that bike, so someone's looking.
But anyway, if you could find it, but like you weren't into trikes much. Before then either, and you got into right. I mean, we're gonna have to talk about that bike soon too. That was his craziest latest one too, right? No, not that trike. It's an orange one.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook Firebikes Inc. Take Over the World. The guy just posted a picture of it. Yeah. He has it down in California.
Firebikes Take Over, whatever would be his. But hey, anyways, you've been. You've been the most copied. You've been, and you keep saying, you say it exact right. You've done all the curves and the points. You've done it way 10 years ago. Really, you've done a lot of things that people. That's it. That's the rum runner. All right. Look at. He done all these. There's this idea of a trike, and you did put getting rum on there.
Never had a rum on it.
Oh man, it ran away, huh?
To be honest with you, it took up too much room. It's like having a small car. You need it up against the wall, so you can only have so many trikes.
Yep. I wanted to talk about your influences in the scene, and I have to stress out that you've been doing this for 20 years consecutive, over 20 years. Every year, you've had some presence at least every year. You've done something. You built some, fluid. You flew to Amsterdam, or we'd catch you in Florida, catch you in California, catch you in Las Vegas. You're all over the place, and you travel for this, and you give away T-shirts, sell T-shirts, stickers. If anybody's ever met you, he's got something from you, I'm sure, because you always had little things to give to everybody, and you're generous, and
when
you were
for sure.
And went out there.
Yeah, I always tried to when I went to a different country, try to bring something or whatever, right? And it's hard to, you're going all the way overseas, and guys are supposed to meet people, and then it kind of sucks. Yes, I didn't bring a whole bunch of T-shirts, but I've got a little patch or something because it's just too hard to lug that shit around. But still it's kind of neat because in Europe and stuff, cult following of my bikes, people are just crazy about it, and it's you guys in the US too, man. They're just Firebikes to death type deal. That's kind of crazy. So, but it's just the way it is, and it's it's pretty cool to have that crazy following. I don't think any other company today has the kind of following and the loyal followers that I've had. Like Firebikes Army all the way. So it's pretty crazy.
I think your Firebikes Army is like the only brand that actually has an army, really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so when he says an army, he really does have an army, and these like follow the like loyal Firebikes fans, and they love Sam, and they totally see like got your back. If Firebike, I mean, I met them all over the place too. Huh? They always follow you around.
And it's funny, like I said, some guys that don't even know who I am, and whatever. But they're crickets. We don't know when we see them.
You gotta just look up everybody who's ever done any curves in the last 10 years. He's been an influence on your curves, and you don't even know it because maybe somebody you saw was also influenced by Sam. So maybe it didn't come directly.
They don't realize. Yeah, they don't know how far it goes down the line, right?
That's right. I mean, I say right now, Sam's that blue bike you showed was my first inspiration to it. So like curvy, pointy stuff for me was like my future after I saw that. Right? Okay, I did my thing, but I can't say I can't credit Sam for like not giving me some, that curvy, pointy thing going on, And I just pushed my own limits.
You inspired me with the trike. I came home and built the Rum Runner, So.
Yeah, that's right, trike mafia. That's right. More trikes in the world, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
sure, it's a good time.
We've gone and we've done FBI a few times. You've been to like Amsterdam, since like 2006 to like forever.
2005, I think was my first trip there. Or maybe, I think 2004 I got a shirt from Ralph.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you met 5. Yeah, that's right.
Because Ralph bought my bikes in 2003 or 4. 2003, 4, he started buying my bikes. And then I met him in 2004, and then 2005 he flew me to Holland, and I have a pretty good story about all that too. And I was actually working on a book, and I kind of put it to the side because I've had some interesting tales along the way, and there's been just things that are like, I think I look back like it was a little crazy, it was a little fucked up, and and just other things too, like just the path of where it went to what happened, like what happened here, what happened there, or just interesting people I met along the way, or and touring the world and meeting like people, you meet them like for 3 days, and then you see them like 2 years later, and it's like they're your best friend. Like you get that that connection. And it's and that's probably one of the coolest things about it all. Like I'm not driving around Ferraris and this and that, but I met some good people. And hopefully everything clears up too, and I want to start a little more than I used to, and go somewhere and ride a bike, and hopefully I can just pawn it off on someone there and not have to drag it home, and hang out and have fun, drink some beers, and do some cruises.
Yeah, buy his bikes so you can have some beer money, guys. Come on, like next time we bring our bikes, we just bring in beer money.
Yeah. Yeah, buy the bike so we can buy beer in a hotel.
And a hotel, yeah, that's right, yeah. And in Vegas, you can get very naughty with the kind of cash they'd give for one of your bikes, man.
But it's all cool. Like I said, it's the starts, like I said, meeting some of the riders and some of the people that are new into it. And some people are like so done up and pumped up about bikes right now, and it's so new to them, and it's good to see the growth, and California's kind of getting huge, and in California,
they're leading it. Yeah,
I could probably be kicking out, selling lots of bikes, right? But I'm no coast Saskatchewan, so I'm just going to stay here and enjoy the snow and make snowmans and whatever else we do here in the winter.
That's right, and you know, you've always been pushing it to. You're always trying to like change it up. You're always like, there's always something you're gonna do something different. When I see you next time, you know that Sam. I mean, I think like the hub list you brought when we last saw right each other. I think it was the hub list you brought. And, you know, that was like, you know, because you know,
like the hubless wheel wasn't really. It's nothing new, right? But I want to change the drive system, right? I didn't want to do a chain. And the hardest part on that bike, really, to be honest with you, was making that drive system, because you have to make it turn like 7 to 1. Like, if you didn't make it turn so much, the wheel, you'd have to spin the pedals like 7 times to make one rotation, right? So it's like you're on a circus bike. So to make that mechanism work, so you got the 1-to-1 with the wheel and the pedals, that was the hardest part of that bike. And you know, there's things that I can fine tune in that, but I'm like, kind of made it work, and I'm over it. You know, on to the next type deal. So and I kind of don't like involving all my secrets on that drive, because like I bust my ass making that.
Well, I asked you a question because I saw your drive in Detroit. Is that right? I saw one of the guys in Detroit building one of your drive, exactly yours. And he posted on the internet, so that's why I'm saying it. I don't know if it was
I never saw that. So, but it's fun. It's you can catch the pictures and kind of maybe figure it out. But when you're just trying to figure it out the first time, you don't know if it's going to work or not. I made 2 of them. Throwing garbage, and the first one, like a hub and all this stuff that you didn't really need. And but in the end, it all worked out. And it was kind of like you're doing that pedal. I'm like, hey, I don't have to pedal. It doesn't make the wheel. This is going to work. Go the next week. So that was pretty cool. That was probably the best part of that challenge. Is just I didn't care if I had the nicest bike. I just wanted to have the most innovative. And I think I did that. I think I can still do it today. Everyone's throwing out the curves. I don't need curves and points. I'll fucking make something new. And you'll see that with a bike. I just getting painted now. It's a little different, but it's got to be different because everything's looking the same. But you can only do so much with a bike, and it's like wheels. Like, how many spokes can you put wheel? It's still a wheel with spokes. You guys got up in the game, like you said earlier. We're talking the wheel game. Like, why can't we up the wheel game? Like, spokes don't mean shit to me.
Yes, everybody. Yeah. Oh, you go right ahead, because they already heard it from me. Come on, spoke game.
Yeah, like I don't know. You put some
Everything
spokes.
that was already done with spokes and custom spokes was done in the 90s already, right? Everybody thinks everything's done. It had already been done by Warren Wong in the 90s.
The wheel's been wider since 04, but they don't even realize the rims have been wider since 04. Think Fat Bikes is 5 years old. No, they fucking had fat rims fucking in 2004. So
that's right. Yeah, I mean there was everything is a kind of innovation from what came in the past. On this, bringing guys like you on here, people really, that you guys are going to come in here, and they didn't know that you're that guy that like set up Firebikes and did all those, cool ass bikes that they'll probably see at every one of their events. There'll be some guy that cruise on in this Firebike in somewhere in the world, right? That's how widely recognized you are. Like that guy's gonna show up. Like middle of Holland. It's not even Amsterdam, some little village, and he shows up in his Firebike, and he brings 6 of his friends.
Well, like I said,
So
it's just the way it is. Like I said, it's crazy all this stuff. And it's kind of cool too. It's rewarding. I can show up at any fucking cruise in the world, and I got a bike there. Like
one of his bikes there. One of his bikes, a Firebike he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So now the others, they're slowly getting their bikes up there or whatever. But I have my bikes that, like I said, it's been great. And that's probably the most unique guy. You're like, I got your frame, and he's showing you, and he's painted it up, and he's made it his own, and he's totally into it, totally stoked about it. That's a good reward, Yeah, I built it, and then even better reward is what this guy did with it, and how much he loves it, and how much he appreciates it, And and it's nice to see that. And that's what I prefer too. I prefer a guy just buys a frame and makes it their own. Like not everyone can weld and do this and that, but think of your own colors. Think of some unique touches that personalize you, and and you can do that. Anyone can do that. You don't need me, to build you that whole bike. Just take the platform. The starting platform and make it your own, I don't care. Cut a fucking tube out of the thing and weld another one. I don't give a shit. It's about customizing the stuff. And, do it. Try it. What's the worst can happen? It's only metal.
That's right. And we're only talking about bicycles. And, I came from a race car background, and it was so like anal. All my welding, I was all TIGging. And it was a really stressful thing for me to do. As soon as I got into bikes, it was like the most unstressful welding kind of building thing I've ever done in my life. Because I never thought I made a mistake while I was race car driving, welding. Someone could die, And if I made a little bit of mistake with
for sure.
my bike, you might hurt your knee or something, I mean, won't be death. Well, you know what I mean. So,
if you get out there and try, you don't get the first one nailed on, whatever. Fuck, my first bikes sucked, but they were so innovative, they didn't suck because no one could get one, and that was like that for fucking probably a decade, that no one could keep up with me, because I would just boom, pound out a different one. And then you get lucky too. A guy gets lucky, a couple home runs, and a home run's like a bike. It just sells. Like the fluid going on.
Fluid.
It's going on almost 15 years, and that bike's still hot, and it was ahead of its time because it's still selling like crazy. So, the FDR was another good one in the earlier days. Like a lot of the earlier bikes were really good hits. In the earlier days, they were like flowing out. 20s and numbers of 20s. Not just one. It was like a dozen, 20 bikes at a time. You put them on the. That's when eBay wasn't on the forums, and I'd throw them on eBay, and they'd be sold in 2 hours because guys couldn't find nothing like it. And when they did, it's buy now, boom, and they're like, "Holy shit!" Sold another one, and they were just going. Like the first year was crazy. It was like the numbers were crazy for first starting out. And then there was a learning about everything. Like, the earlier bikes, so we didn't have head tubes and bottom brackets. We just made the shit, and it was kind of hokey. And then, in 04, then a guy started, maybe I should get some tubes and, give me a little shit on this. It just took gradual. Then a guy goes through time period too and get burnt out. And, and that happened to me for a while. And shit kind of hit the fan for a little while. Just kind of not into it. And it's kind of, like I said, I just kind of do it at my own pace. And I think in the end, it's probably for the best. The numbers aren't out there, but, still enough to keep the loyal fighters out there riding. And it's just fun. And then once in a while I can sit down and try something new, because like no one's trying nothing new right now. I don't know. Maybe I don't follow anybody, like I said. I don't follow any bike groups really or anything like that, or bike clubs. It's a full-time job to do all that. There's so many bike clubs and forums and like, man.
Hey, talking about club, I've noticed that you're wearing a club shirt there from I think it looks like the
president. That's the president of the Chapaderos.
Right? Up there in Canada, right? One of the founders, I think, right? Well, back in 2006?
Yeah, one of the early, probably the top 20 in the Chapaderos.
That's right, yeah.
That was an interesting time. And I didn't tell this one. I don't know, but yeah, I found this old Chapadero shirt. I'm like, I don't wear that. So the shirt's 2009. So cool. It's a little older.
That's right. That's California Dreaming Cruise that happened in California, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because that was badass, All right, hey, yeah, let's bring this up right now, so that we said we're gonna bring this up one more time. So if you guys want to vote, you get a chance. Put it in the comments box, you guys, right now. We'll have it up for a moment. The top red bikes.
Yeah, so far 9 is winning.
Oh, damn. I don't know. That's
Don't vote.
Hey, yeah, BK wouldn't let me put the bike I had up there, man. You know, the red one. But he gets to put his bike up. Jesus. Why couldn't I have my bike up? Oh,
How much are you paying for these guys to vote for the number 9?
I don't think that bike's mine, that number 9. I think that's someone else's.
Yeah, 9 and 5. They are head-to-head.
Hey, Sam, do you remember number 8? Do you remember that one? How that blew up?
Lawan.
That's right.
Yeah, he was an early bird, 2004, guys. That guy, he's an OG.
That's right.
Now, but they're kind of small, but he makes a nice stuff. And he was from Canada. Can you believe that? All the Canadians were showing you guys how to do it.
Firebikes Army in the house.
I think you were showing America how to do it. You didn't need to show us how to do it over here in Europe.
Yeah, you guys were okay. I just helped to lead you a little bit. I put the carrot.
That's right. Since you took the boat out a little bit. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
No, if they had bike shows back in the early 2000s, Firebikes would have burnt it down.
Ouch.
So we have 31 people watching us. So let's vote, guys. Let's vote. Let's make it happen. 9, 1, another one.
I'm gonna go with number 1, just for the hell.
All right.
Adrian.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Any more voting? Yeah, because he's gonna tally up probably after this one, and then we're gonna talk about it at the end, I suppose, right?
Yeah, like definitely. If anyone's got questions, put them in the comments.
There you go. Yeah, if you can put it up. It's number 9. Yes, there you go. Wrong is number 9.
Thomas.
Look at you, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I think somebody's paying somebody.
I feel like we should give you a little trophy, Sam, you know?
No, I don't need any trophies. I've got a trophy, Best Bicycles from 2003, sitting on my mantle. It's kind of fun.
Oh, yeah?
An e-bike. Oh, I like e-bikes.
Oh, we got a number 3 now. For Antonio.
Oh, there you go.
So I will keep the image here, and people can still vote, and then in the end we're gonna see who is winning.
And let's talk about, you know, we want to step it up a little bit. Maybe we could talk about, you know, some of your stories over the years in Amsterdam. Do you got anything interesting? Any kind of story that you might remembered? I remember one year seeing you with a broken leg. I don't know how that happened.
Oh yeah, that was my hip. Fuck, that hurt. Yeah, I was in. I don't know what year that was, but I was on a different bike. I didn't have. If I would have Firebike, would have been okay, but I had a chopper, and I was trying to wheelie it. And I was actually starting to wheel. Like, you know how hard you got to pull to lift the chopper front wheel up. So I'm yanking on this bike. Like, I'm starting to do some wheelies, like getting in 5 pedals or so. So I pulled back way too hard, and I just flipped right over and landed on my hip. And fuck, I thought I broke it. I went to the hospital. I got my insurance that day, and it was like €500 at the hospital from the look at me. And they're like, if your hip's broken, buddy, we're going to have to pill you up and send you right back on the airplane back to Canada because it's going to cost too much. So they x-rayed my hip and that. It wasn't broken. And then they gave me some crutches, and I could barely move. We had this little apartment we rented close kind of the bike show in Holland, you know, all the homes so narrow and small, and I'm fighting, my hips fucked. I'm trying to get up the stairs and the crutches. And then I get up there and I'm hating it for like 2-3 days. And then I go to the bike show the next day, and that little prick saw Stick Nick comes and kicks my crutches out from underneath. He thinks it's a fucking joke. Thinks I'm fucking fooling.
Dude, that must be pretty cool. Stick Nick. That guy, I mean, he's still talking about it today. All right,
is he? Oh, okay. Maybe I'll get a little talking too.
Yeah, dude. I'm saying that you're still talking about. You remember that one? That goes back 15 years or something like that. Oh man,
I got a good one about Sick Nick when we were in Hawaii. But if I ever finish my book, you're just gonna have to read it in there because it was busy.
Oh yeah, you met up with him in Hawaii?
Yeah, made up in Hawaii, and it was a gong show. Total 3-4 day gong show. So.
Yeah. There's been some parties in between us guys there, and all over the place. California, Florida, Europe, Spain, Amsterdam. But I mean, what was probably the most memorable places that you went for your bikes? Like, what events?
I would say, like I said, well, the FBI was always, it was a good one back in the day. It's too bad it kind of dissolved, or but I think part of that in tune. I don't need to be a dick, but I think part of it was it kind of got overrun by a bike club, and I think some people didn't feel welcome if they weren't part of that club. At that time, it wasn't kind of the one big club thing. It was like you got to be in this club kind of thing, and I think that kind of, and then maybe there's some other people there that were running it, and but there's some diehards, everyone that I met back then. So it'd be nice to see build its pace back up, and because it was getting 200-300 guys, and that was pretty crazy, and it'd be nice to see. And B Corps is actually putting on a really good cruise. Over in Europe, they do a little camping deal. And I went to the first one, and I think that was a good time. Really wilderness, nice rides, nice people, and it wasn't a lot of money. So if you guys from Canada or States, and normally you pay like $200 for like a little shitty hotel a night, and you're getting your food, you're getting a nice room, and you're hanging out with all your bike peeps, and you're meeting people from all around the world, and you're riding there in the country, see a small town. It's kind of like you're on tour, for $100. And I'd say that's probably one of the best right now to this day times. The ride they put on the Bikelicious, I guess. The Bikelicious run is where it's at right now, I'd say. But it's my opinion. And obviously, again, if I was to go down there, it's nice and it's relaxed, and everything's set up, and you just got to show up and have a fun and ride your bike. It's easy.
Yeah, I mean that's what Holland's known about, right? All those rides, they just go out forever, 50 kilometers, 60 kilometer, 70 kilometer rides, right? You just go forever. America doesn't know those kind of rides, but it's like you're going through like windmills and countryside, and like going down the Amstel River, and some of the most beautiful.
So. But like I said, one of the other good cruises was the FBI. I think we did a boat out to the North Sea, and we rode down the North Sea. The beach was really packed, and we rode our bikes for a few miles down the beach, and then we stopped, and then we went somewhere through a place called. I think and it was quite a long ride. I think it was like okay, but it was pretty neat because then you got to see kind of the countryside. You're out in the country for a bit, and then boom, down, and then the country. That was a pretty good experience too. Riding on the beach, North Sea, it's a pretty cool feeling too. So, and I love it. Your feet if you ever make it to the North Sea.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's so many custom stories that I'm sure that I chatted with you one time for about 3 hours in a hotel room, right? We got like too drunk. I went over all the videos. I was like, man, we can't like show that. We're gonna have to like chop it up, man.
Yeah.
But we chatted. We had an interview for like 3 hours about all like stories, and it could have went on for 3 more hours.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't have enough video to like save it. And that was a few years ago. I think we were at in a hotel room in Las Vegas, and I mean, I still have that video. One day, we'll probably have to chop it up and put it in your book or something.
I don't know if you remember Marcus from Germany. He did a lot of earlier videoing in like the early years of the FBI. He did a lot of drag thing. And that would be pretty neat to get a hold of that one day and put that into a little part of history. Get him to put or maybe I should track him down and see if he can get those videos and and show some of the earlier years, like drag race cruiser bikes, and a race cruiser bikes. You're driving around, especially me. I don't even know where the hell I'm in. I'm in Europe and I find things in a rat race. And, like there's lots of things like that. Where, it's pretty cool. And then plus, like I said, just seeing all the different things. There's so much history over there in Europe. To see everywhere you look. That's all. You come over here and nothing's old. So, it was definitely cool.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely need to encourage more people from the U.S. and Canada to come to Europe sometime. I mean, we're all going to the OBC. That's where we catch each other now. But like, there's got to be some, because Amsterdam and Spain and all these places in Europe are so different for an American, right? It's not America. It's not America. It's you might find some McDonald's here, but it ain't McDonald's. It ain't America.
Yeah, sure.
So we got to make it like open for that kind of thing. Hey, Sam, we have a few more minutes. I want to is there anything like you want to get off your chest while you're here and set the record straight about anything? Because this is a kind of new way that we're kind of bringing about things. And if you feel like you need to let off about anything, this might be the opportunity to say your piece or whatever, let people know whatever.
I don't think I'm going to apologize to anybody. Whatever I've done and whatever I say, I can back it up. But I'm glad everyone's going on. And I see, it's kind of, becoming like, a sport kind of mainstream, and it's nice to see that. And earlier years he didn't have all that. It was paid. A lot of people, wonder why I hate rough cycles so much. Well, only a few, maybe even more. So, it is what it is, and just what happens. Missing things go wrong. So, learn some stuff. And people get it. The bike business can be a little ruthless. In 04, I was
Yeah, I cannot hear him. Can you hear him, Mike?
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I can't hear Sam right now. Yeah, we've gotten lost.
Mike. Anyways, I think we have 3 minutes. We should talk about the bike.
Well, all right. Hey, Sam, we're just about to close. We got a few minutes left on this podcast. We want to get onto the bike picks, but
okay.
Sam, I think I'm so happy that you came on, and at least you got to be able to say and tell your thing and give everybody. This is Sam. Firebikes Sam. Really, if there is any builder that is right now, there is styles that came from this guy. If you want to talk about where any of these styles and copying and anything, you can't. If you guys feel like you got to credit somebody for some idea, you know what? That guy's got to credit somebody else to Sam. All right, because really, let's not get into all this. That was taken from that guy, and that was. Really, Sam is probably the source of many of the copying of everything later on. But hey, let's enjoy it. Let's go and expand it. And that's what we did with Sam's bikes, right? I mean, it helped us get started and move on. And we owe Sam kind of debt for keeping this going for 20 years and innovating and having copiers and then doing their own thing and going off and creating something new. So I think the scene has got something to thank you for, Sam, all right? So whatever it comes down, however they've been treating you, they owe you debt, really. That the scene, and you're still here, man, and producing that stuff. So respect, bro, all right, man?
Much guys, I think we were
we cannot hear him.
We still are.
Yeah, we're losing your audio. So Sam, I think we're gonna have to call it, man. We love you, Sam. We're just losing it.
If anyone has any questions, hit me up on the old Firebikes Inc. take over the world on the Facebook or Instagram. On your Instagram, hit me up. Check out some of my work there. And the most important thing is, just keep on building, keep on having fun with it. And if you see me around somewhere, come say hi. Don't be afraid. So, we go for beer and, get to check out your bike and see what you're building. Don't be afraid to show me what you're doing, you guys. Because that's what it's all about, is, building it, being proud of it.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Sam. Hey, and we'll catch you on the next ride. I know we're gonna catch up. You're like the most traveled guy in all this scene. So hey, man, I love you, man. Let's catch up again. And thanks for coming on. All right, bro.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for the time. And like I said, take care. Finish this interview, and we'll see you on the street somewhere.
All right, you guys.
All right, man.
We got.
Oh, what up, Pete? His sound was.
Yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. Sometimes we do have problems on the other end, and it has to do with mobile phones, connections. It's not a perfect system, but like, I hope
Not much we can do.
Yeah, not much we're doing. I hope he kind of showed off what he meant to say, was trying to get through, and we got to see his work, and he'd be able to set a few things straight. But anyways, let's get to this.
Let's roll the.
All right, so let's roll. Yeah, you set it up. So what's number 3? What's third place?
Third place is the number 3.
Oh, Antonio
with 2 votes.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, Antonio.
With how many votes?
3 votes.
Okay. With 3 votes, Antonio Rudello.
With 5 votes, in the second place is Ferry.
Oh,
Ferry
really?
Cornet. Yeah.
Ferry Cornet. Oh, that shit is so beautiful, man. Oh, one of the most beautiful batsmen ever. Look at that tank plate. Oh, man.
I like the color combination. I also like Antonio's bike. The 31 is also great. I like the brake system.
Awesome bike, Antonio. I nothing to say about you. I was one of my favorite picks there. One of my picks. So that is awesome, man.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised, but the winner is the number 9. I think he was paying people to vote on him because he got 10 votes. 10 votes.
Oh damn! Oh man! So Hubless. Red Hubless wins all the time. There's some amazing bikes in there. I see some big names. Can I mention like the bottom 3? Can you bring it back up?
Yeah, just a second. I got something to share.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that's the certificate I managed to do.
Whoa,
but the wrong name. But the name is wrong.
Well, that's not the right guy. No, that's not the right name.
Because I was trying to do it just right now, just during the show. Man. So I'm gonna prepare it well.
Sorry, Sam. Hey, Sam, he did it.
I'm gonna.
Your name is Cesar. All right.
We're gonna have it right for tomorrow for the first 3. Yeah, they are all great. So we have to thank every single one to taking part on our contest.
Thank
for
you,
sure.
Guys.
Yeah, in the future, for sure, we're gonna get better prize than a wrong certificate, a wrong name certificate. But we're gonna get better. We're gonna get some things to give you to show our love to everyone who is taking part and supporting the show. Because it's not easy to bring all of you together and make it happen. So we really love you guys. It's amazing the support you are giving to us.
Absolutely, BK. I couldn't say it better than you did. Well, whatever he said, I agree.
So you have to do you want to add something in the winner's bike?
Do I want to say, hey, Sam's? Okay, his Hubless. We're talking about Sam's Hubless. He described this as a kind of, Anyway, Sam. Congratulations, again.
Yeah, deserved.
Again, deserved.
Yeah, that bike is awesome. Well, and I'm quite sad to say that we are 8:04, and our time is. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, hey.
But before we go, I got something very important to talk. You can talk about then, right?
Oh yeah, pedals up. Hey, you guys, they
Pedals.
were on there with us last week. I mean, these guys know how to flow, right? These guys are like right in the bike scene, get into the bike life, and they got some real talk, and they always have something really entertaining to talk, and and they're always trying to get people on and giving them some light. So really, we need to support and they're like our first official sponsor.
Yeah. How
Is
does
that
it sound
good?
like?
Oh wow! Oh man! That's our first sponsor right there. So a Pedals Up podcast, Bike Life Talk, man, every Thursday, 8 o'clock, and that's Pacific time. I mean, it's for European time. Well, it's a little early, 5 a.m. But hey, you can do it sometimes. I've done it. I do it like once a month. I'll get up live for one, and
And you know what? They were with us last weekend, and that's the most replayed show we had so far. We had,
that's
yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
something must be cool, right? I think people like that. So just go and check them. Check them next Friday in Europe and next Thursday. Next when? Yeah, next Thursday in USA. All right, Mike. So thanks, man. Wherever you are in Spain, thank you for coming to the show and making it happen. And it's always nice to have our friends here. Tonight we have a lot of friends. I don't even know the name of everyone. We have Dave, we have Pioli, we have Cool Rider, Gun of Bikes, David Matz, Neuza Vendramini. We have Renko, Ferry, David William, Martin. Man,
Wow.
it's endless. Thomas,
Wow, cool.
Kustom
Oh man,
Cycles.
thanks for showing up, guys. I mean, having Sam on here was an awesome experience, and he's got a following, massive following. He's got an army, man. So
The army's here as well.
the army's here, huh? The army's here.
The army's
Yeah. Cheers, you
All
guys.
right.
So I guess we'll see you guys next week. Hey, thanks for coming, you guys. Bye bye.
See you. Bye. Bye bye.